So I've been day trading a lot more, especially over on our Discord community. If you guys are not a part of it, definitely go check it out. It's completely free and you'll get access to all these trades for free for your first month if you sign up for the premium. But I want to talk about end phase. I want to talk about a day trade that I took on it, specifically why I entered the trade, and we can go through my exact process step by step in real time since I document everything on that Discord community. So the first thing is people are always asking me, what am I using to day trade? You don't have to use a ton. Honestly, I'm usually looking at structure of the market. I'm usually looking at patterns, and I'm usually watching the RSI. RSI specifically is important for me. I like to use divergences a lot, and I feel that most of the time, bearish and bullish divergences will end up working out 60-70% of the time with proper risk management. That's more than enough. The other thing I like to use is just a 15-minute open range break. I don't use a specific indicator. I just draw them out, as you'll see. So if we go through, we're going to start by just taking a look at this morning's price action so far. So this is a 3-minute chart. This is what I trade off of. And you can see this morning, this is very tight price action. And as we're starting to move here into 9:39 a.m., I like to run the 15-minute open range. So I'm just sitting here, I'm waiting, I'm not doing anything quite yet, and I'm going to wait for the 15-minute open range to close. So specifically, we're waiting for this next 3-minute candle to close coming up here. Okay. And there's the close. So first 15 minutes worth of market movement. And so this is what we're looking for. You can use an open range breakout if you want, which certain brokers will have certain indicators, but I just draw it out, right? So let's take a look. Let's look at the first 15 minutes. What was the low of the first 15 minutes of the day? Okay. So we're looking here, low of the day for the first 15 minutes was somewhere around 181.80. And if we look at high of the day, we have 181 or 183.80. So basically, you have about a $2 spread between this. And this is our 15-minute open range. And what will tend to happen is, and this is not all of the time, but most of the time we will end up bouncing between this 15-minute open range. And you can usually get some very, very solid scalps within that range. Or something you'll notice is if we tend to break over and hold, we'll kind of trend up for the rest of the day. Or if we break under and hold, we'll end up trending down for the rest of the day. So a lot of people like to kind of use it as a VWAP. So at this moment, I'm not getting in just yet. Okay, we're waiting for this pullback. And so we're going to see what happens. You can see that we start to get this move down like we were saying before, continuing to come down into this support level. And I did not enter yet, right? So here's something I want you to note. This is going to be going a little sideways. Big money and market movers, it's called stop hunting. They're watching this level and they know that there is a ton of people with stop losses probably set underneath this 15-minute open range breakout, which is why I don't just go and enter as soon as a specific price target is hit, because I know that if I enter right on that touch, we're going to probably break through, I'm going to get tagged out, and then we're going to completely rip back to the upside, which is what happened. So instead, I waited for the candle to close. I saw this. I saw that we were closing, even though we went all the way down. This is still a pretty bullish close, I guess. And this is where I triggered. So I ended up triggering right at the open at 182.28. So I don't want to go giving away a bunch of trades, but let's go through here and see if we can find end phase here. Okay, so at 10:02 a.m. is when I entered that trade. So right after this, started to push back up. We pulled back down and I didn't get in. I'm sorry, I didn't get in on that. I got in at 10:02. So we didn't get in on that exact moment. I forgot that I was eyeing up a potential pullback down here. That was the entry. So on the pullback down to here, that was the trigger, and that was at 10:02. So from here, what I'm looking at for my potential target is up at the top of the 15-minute open range. Yeah, we could be, very optimistic and hope that we break up over that open range breakout, but in this case, that doesn't end up happening. So I end up entering the trade, and my plan is as soon as we touch this resistance level, I'm going to tag out. So because I had shares, I just had a stop or take profit set up here. If you're trading options, it might be a little different, but you can see we pulled back, we're testing, open range is still down here. We start to get some good run and not yet, rejected. So I held in on this 3-minute candle because I would like to test if we get over it. But instead, we look like we're not going to, and I sold perfectly right before this drop, which is phenomenal. And now from here, look at what's happening, right? And this is why day trading is, it's so nerve-wracking sometimes to some people because all of the timing is extremely important. But now watch what's going to happen, right? We're going to see now that we're going to pull back down. We rejected off that 15 open range breakout, and now we're pulling back down. That could have been a good enter. I wouldn't have entered just yet. You can see that we're still trading within this range, pulling back down. Right now, we have about another 20 minutes worth of candles because I'm shooting this video at 11 a.m. But what I would be looking for to get a trigger for an entry, so this is where we currently are. What I will be looking for to get a trigger of an entry is if we can start to move back down to here and test this range. But to be quite honest, it was a perfect trade, very happy, very quick. And you have to, like, you can see the difference here. This is a difference of just 3 minutes. If you would have closed at the bottom or the top of this candle, that would have been drastic as to your return. Guys, I hope that this video helped. I like doing more of these education type style videos because not only can you guys see how the market was traded within that specific day, but more importantly, you guys get a better understanding on how I trade things, and you can rewatch these trades back in the future over and over again. Thanks for all the support. Check out our Discord community. I'll see you next time.